coach then, Carl Madison, the Tate Aggies, they were number one. He said, that's where we want to be. And, of course, since then, the Titans have won 2 state champions, and, of course, they are the defending state champions. Jason Hawkins were the captains for the Woodham Titans. And, Chet, we talked about what a traditional rivalry this is, but this is a lot like the game 2 years ago. The Titans were the defending state champions. The Aggies came in with a surprising team a little bit. Shannon Torres, the coach at the time, raced them off to an 8-1 record, brought him into this game with an 8-1 record, and the winner was going to win the district championship. And they'd been coming off a bad year, and nobody really expected it. And there's the same feeling here tonight.
I remember that night very well, Dan. In fact, Coach Suarez and the Tate Aggies had 2 outstanding running backs, one being Doug Allen, who's playing at the University of Alabama now. He got 23 total yards that night. Don Sharp and his staff just shut the Tate offense down completely that night, and that's how they won the game, with their defense.
Of course, it's a completely different story tonight in that Woodham was facing a strong running attack that the Aggies had that night. Tonight, it's an aerial show. This year, it's an aerial show for the Tate Aggies. And, of course, that is the big question mark. Mike Emmons, the starting quarterback, the man who has made the Tate Aggies go this year, is at a badly bruised shoulder. He did not take a snap in practice this week. And his status for the game is extremely doubtful. The Aggies won the toss. They will receive the opening kickoff. Eric Fritz has it teed up. And he's angling it for the sideline. It comes down to the 13-yard line. And out to the 20-yard line and no more goes Kenny Bundage. 21-yard line, and the Tate Aggies will put it in play 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. There was some talk that Emmons might not even start tonight, so we're anxious to see who will be taking the snap. And Emmons does report late. There you see him running into your screen right now. Mike Emmons is the quarterback. Let's set that Tate offense for you. Offensive line, Eddie Rigby the center. The guards are Lovelace and Parrish, and the tackles, Gainey and Pat Palmer. First down from just outside the 20-yard line. And they keep it on the ground to Eric Troyle, the fullback. And he gets out to about the 24-yard line before he's tackled by Larry Brewer. The rest of the Aggie offense, the receivers, the wide receivers, Jeff Edwards, he leads the area in receiving with 42 catches, and Charlie Wilson, he is also a bit of a threat. And the backs, the quarterback is Mike Emmons, Eric Troyle, who just had the last carry. Kenny Perkins and Joey Mann are the 2 wingbacks.
Danny, you're free.
4 yards on first down. It's a 2nd down and 6. Wide to the left side is Charlie Wilson. Wide to the right side is Edwards. They send Perkins in motion, give it ahead to the fullback Troyle, and he breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage and is wrestled to the ground just short of the first down. Is Shannon Adams, the safety, who was up to help on the stop, and Mike O'Daniel, the roverback, was also there. All right, that Woodham Titans defense. Eddie Boyd, 53, is in the game at nose guard. He's playing with a bad ankle. The ends are John Kazaya, 86, and Bill Bradley, 42. They're going with 2 rovers tonight. They'll try to help out in the pass protection. Keith Smith, 54, and Mike O'Daniel, who was in on the last stop, are the 2 rovers. Inside linebackers Larry Brewer and Joey Benelli. The safeties are Tony Thompson and Shannon Adams. Anthony Thompson and Ramon Mims are the halfbacks. Loose football, and falling on it, I believe, the Aggies, and the fumble may give them the first down, but we'll wait and find out. And the Aggies have it now. It's close enough to measure for the first down, and I believe Mike Emmons, the quarterback, who missed the snap, is the man who fell on it, and he appears to be just shy of the first down. The ball is resting right smack dab on the 30-yard line, and they had to cross the 30 a little bit. You see just the missed exchange from the center, and Emmons was very, very fortunate to get that back.
He's short about half a yard.
Half a yard short, so on 4th down and a half yard, line of scrimmage is the 30-yard line. Remember the last time we saw the Aggies, they came into a game heavy underdogs to Escambia, and before that game, Eddie Feely said, we're going to go for it on 4th down. It doesn't matter the situation as far as the score or the position on the field. Tonight with the district championship on the line, a little bit more cautious. So, Evans will stay in the football game and punt it away.
36.8 yards per kick. Dropping back
in single safety. That may be Lance Sasser, 89. Flag is down, and it goes back by the Woodham receiving team. Nice roll inside the 25-yard line, and is finally down at the 24. So a 46-yard punt, but the flag went down back by the receiving team, and if that's against Woodham, it's going to give the Aggies a first down, and I believe that's exactly what happened. I think Woodham probably had too many men on the field, Chet. That's when you see a flag that early in that position of the field, you expect that must be the situation.
Either that or possibly equipment. Possibly equipment.
We'll see where they spot the ball, and we'll have a penalty marched off against the Titans, giving the Aggies a first down.
There's P.J. Smith, the referee. The umpire, Ron Nelson. Jim Backus, the head linesman. The line judge is Tom Tworkins. Alan Brock is the back judge. And the clock operator upstairs is Lou Humphreys.
That's a big break, Dan,
So, an important kick there.
Tate, for the Tate Aggies. They have the ball on the 45, on their own 45-yard line now with the penalty. 1st and 10. We have 2 minutes gone in the football game, and Woodham hasn't had the ball. That's what Tate wants to do, not let Woodham have the football.
First down, and back to throw is Emmons, his first pass of the night. He slings it out to Charlie Wilson, and he's got about 7 yards on the play.
Charlie Wilson made the reception.
Covering was Bo Abrams, number 23.
Anthony Abrams for Woodham.
And the Aggies pick up 7 yards on first down, 2nd and 3. And I'll tell you, it didn't look like there was anything wrong with Emmons' arm on that. He's got the bruised shoulder.
It looked good, Dan.
Really, as much concerned about is that he'll take a blow on that shoulder.
It'll be second down.
His throwing on that pass looked good. Now, I can understand what Don Sharp and the coaching staff's going through. This run and shoot offense is really hard to defend against.
2nd down and 3. They send Perkins in motion. Give it straight ahead to the fullback, Troil. And he is just short of the first down, about a yard short. Tackle made by 54, Keith Smith.
Stop made by number 54 for Woodham, Keith Smith, and 44, Larry Brewer.
He's about a yard short of the first down. 3rd and 1 for the Aggies on the near the Woodham 45-yard line.
We had to check our roster a moment ago. The deep back on the punt for Tate. The deep back for the Titans was Lance Sasser, number 89. He's a sophomore wide receiver, and they weren't sure exactly what number he'd wear tonight. We just found out. The Titans jump into a 5-man front. They put the pressure on Emmons, but he doesn't have the ball. Troil still had it, and they picked me out, Jet. You know, Shannon Adams, the safety, took the fake, and he went after Emmons. Now, there's no secret. The Titans know that Emmons is banged up. So if they have a fair shot at him, they're going to take it. But Troil picks up the first down at the 43-yard line.
Made the stop for Woodham. 1st and 10, Aggies.
And the Aggies have 4 new downs. They send Wilson to the left and Edwards to the right. 2 men over here on Edwards' side. Titans may be expecting pass, and they're going to get it. Emmons back to throw across the middle of Perkins, and Adams, if he had been looking for the ball instead of the receiver, he would have had himself an interception.
I think you're right, Dan. It was thrown up for grabs. Emmons threw it a little bit too far, and the defender could have gotten to the football and had a big interception. Otherwise, it's 2nd down and 10.
Mike Emmons, coming into tonight's game, needed 172 yards passing to reach the 2,000-yard mark in a season. And for a high school quarterback, 10 games, 2,000 yards. You don't have to be Einstein to figure out 200 yards a game. That's a lot of throwing. 2nd down and 10. They're swinging it out here to Edwards, his first catch of the night, but they're going to run him out of bounds quickly, and the first man to get to him was number 27, Anthony Thompson. And he got a lot of help from Brewer and Adams. So Adams has figured in a lot of plays already. Some of them tackles, some of them away from the ball. But Adams, a 5'11", 160-pound senior, he's been playing with sore ribs since the first game of the year. He banged him up, bruised him in the Escambia game. He's also got 2 badly sprained thumbs. So maybe that's why he went after the receiver, not after the interception a couple plays ago. He couldn't hang on to the interception if he got there.
Dan, Coach O'Leary's defensive backs, if you notice, are making tackles. The receiver's catching the ball, and he's not getting another yard. They are really doing a good job of tackling.
3rd down and a long 4, and Emmons, the slight roll to the left. Now he's got some room to run. Emmons He's got the first down, and he's inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. Brought down there by John Kazaya.
And 55. First down, Aggies inside the Woodham, about the 22-yard line. First and 10 now for the Woodham 22.
So Emmons picking up the big yardage for the first down. They mark it at the 21-yard line, 21.5-yard line.
First and 10, Aggies.
Emmons can run the ball. He picks up a big first down, but I'm sure every time he has to tuck it away, Eddie Feely's heart jumps up in his throat. First down from the Titan 21. They give it to Troil again. Big hole on the right side, and Troil is down to the 15-yard line before Larry Brewer, number 44, brings him down. Brewer, 5'11", 185-pound senior. They say he has 15 unassisted tackles per game. That leads the team.
He's in the press box. Needs some help. Thank you.
Troil picks up 6 yards down to the 15. It'll be second down and a short 4. 6:09 to go in the first quarter. The Aggies, taking the opening kickoff, have moved from their own 20-yard line, and they are threatening at the Woodham 15. That's man in motion, and he gets the football. He's got Troil blocking in front. Man trying to turn the corner. He's out of bounds, and I believe he's got the first down. Run out of bounds by number 23, Bo Abrams. Mike O'Daniel, number 11, also over there. Here it is again.
23 forced him out of bounds. Anthony Abrams.
Troil out there leading, and he actually just kind of strings Tony Thompson out. And it was Thompson and Bo Abrams who ran him out of bounds, but he gets the 6 yards to the 9-yard line, and it's first and goal for the Aggies.
Well, that defender for Woodham just would not be blocked by the lead back coming around on that sweep, and if he had been blocked, it would have been about 4 or 5 more yards for Tate, but he would not be blocked.
First and goal from the 9. They give it to Troil. And here's very close to a late hit, and I'm surprised Adams didn't get a flag, because Adams laying a shoulder on the fullback Troil as he went down at the 7-yard line. Adams came up late.
It'll be second down, goal to go.
Second and goal from about the 7-yard line.
From the 7-yard line, from about the 7-yard line.
Pickup of 2 for Troil. Jed, Eddie Feely said, as much as we like to throw the football, he felt he had to control the football to a degree on the ground.
Well, he's had it all of the first quarter so far.
Troil again, and he's not going to get it this time. He'll be knocked down at about the 5-yard line.
It'll be third down and goal.
Number 55, Joey Benelli, linebacker, was in on the stop.
And 53, Eddie Boyd.
And Troil gets about a yard in the 6, so it'll be third and goal from the 6.
That's called about the 6-yard line. Pick up about a yard on the play.
Big possession down for the Aggies.
Third and goal.
Aggies want the 6 points right now. Their field goal kicker, Bobby Kreiner, is 0 for 5 on the year, and he's missed some short ones. So they like to take it in right here as Perkins goes in motion. Looking to throw. He's got his man Wilson, and incomplete. Incomplete. Emmons is calling for pass interference.
No.
But I believe it was Mike O'Daniel who hit the intended receiver, Charlie Wilson. Let's see. Is it O'Daniel or Abrams? It's Abrams over there. And it was right about the, I tell you, I can't call it on the replay.
It'll be fourth and goal to go now for the Aggies.
It looked like a clean hit. So, fourth down, and the Aggies are going to take timeout. Fourth down and goal to go. Now, they have a couple of problems here. Kreiner has not been a consistent kicker. But then again, they're running everyone over to the right side, so it's one of those.
Kenny Perkins.
It's one of those polecat sets. They have just the kicker, so they're not trying the field goal at all. This is not a field goal attempt at all. You have Perkins, who will probably get the snap. You can snap it sideways, and that's what they're going to do now. They switch back over because the Titans had seen that before, and they had defensed it. So now Perkins will line up and hold on the field goal. Titans having problems picking people up, so they may run a fake out of this. Here's a snap. Here's the kick. And Kreiner hit the upright. He hit the upright.
Well, they kept the ball almost 8 minutes, Dan. 7 minutes and 28 seconds. that the Aggies kept the football in the first quarter. Woodham gets the ball for the first time with 4:32 to go in the quarter. And we'll see if the Woodham offense can get something going now.
All right, the Titans setting up quickly without the huddle has been their custom for the last 4 or 5 years. Vince Dickens, the quarterback. The one setback is Jason Hawkins. They send Alonzo Anderson in motion. They give it to Hawkins right up the middle, and he gets 3 yards before he's banged down. And in on the stop was, I believe, number 58. That's Randy Halfacre. Let's set the Woodham offensive line for you, and this is a good one. Chris Bromley, All-American at center. The guards, Rick Faro and Bob Pickering, and the tackles, Sparks and Greg George. They average 230 pounds, that offensive line. Now Bill Reefsnyder's in the game at quarterback. And they send Lance Sasser out to the left side. Robert Hackett is split to the right side, and Salisbury is in one of the slots. They're looking deep for Salisbury, and he overthrows everyone. Now, flag goes down away from the play, over on the far side of the field. In the Tate secondary, we'll have to check to see what that's all about.
3rd down, 7 yards to go for the Titans.
Robert Hackett lost a towel, but further downfield there is a flag down, and it's pass interference against the Titans. Offensive pass interference. All right, the quarterback, Vince Dickens. Jason Hawkins is the fullback, and the 2 slot backs in the set they're opening up with tonight, Alonzo Anderson and Sherman Salisbury. And we mentioned the 2 wide receivers. The split ends will be Lance Sasser. He's wearing number 89. He's a sophomore, and they're very high on him. And the other split end is Robert Hackett, number 80. So the Aggies, I am certain, would take the offensive pass interference because it's also a loss of a down. So here's the Tate Aggie defense. Mike Lee and Jason Strength are the defensive ends. Wayne Giving.
Well, it would have been
3rd and about 17.
3rd down and about 7.
3rd down, 17. That's Bill Gutman. They send him in motion and pitch it to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to get outside. Did he stay on his feet? No, they're going to say he was down at about the 16-yard line. The big mismatch, well, there are a couple of mismatches as far as the team concept goes, and Titans do not pick up the first down after the penalty, and they will have to punt it away. And Don Sharp said if we don't pick up a first down on our first 3 plays, we are going to be in trouble. And he just felt his team was going to have a lot of trouble holding the Tate offense. One of the big mismatches, obviously, the offensive line. The Woodham offensive line averaging 230 pounds. The Aggie defensive line is about 190, so there's 40 pounds a man there. Punt comes down to Edwards at the 49. Edwards inside the 40-yard line and dragged out of bounds by Brewer at the Titan 36.
Well, Tate gets the ball back in real good field position on the Woodham 36-yard line, 1st and 10. But keep in mind that the Aggies drove.
Try the reverse to man, and he's got some blockers. Brewer trying to trace him down, and Brewer's going to wrap him up and drop him after a pickup of only 4. That's a great defensive play by the inside